Chapter 4 of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice delves deeper into the character dynamics and relationships established in the previous chapters, particularly focusing on the budding affection between Jane Bennet and Mr. Bingley and the contrasting perceptions of Mr. Darcy. The chapter opens with a conversation between Elizabeth and Jane Bennet, in which Jane expresses her admiration for Mr. Bingley. Jane, characterized by her gentle and modest nature, is cautious about revealing her feelings, but her sister Elizabeth easily perceives her growing fondness for Mr. Bingley. Elizabeth's perceptiveness and Jane's reserved disposition highlight their close sisterly bond and differing personalities. Elizabeth, who is more outspoken and critical, gently teases Jane about her admiration but is genuinely pleased about the potential match. The narrative shifts to a broader discussion of Mr. Bingley's background and the dynamics within his household. Mr. Bingley is depicted as kind-hearted and sociable, a stark contrast to his friend Mr. Darcy. Bingley's easygoing nature is further emphasized by his willingness to engage with the Bennet family and the local community, which endears him to them. His sisters, however, are portrayed as more haughty and critical, showing a clear preference for higher social circles and looking down upon the Bennets' lower social standing. Mr. Darcy, on the other hand, continues to be a subject of much discussion and speculation. The narrative reveals that although Mr. Darcy is admired for his intelligence and refined manners, his aloofness and pride make him less liked. Elizabeth, particularly, is resolute in her unfavorable opinion of him, stemming from his initial slight at the Meryton ball. Her prejudice against him is solidified, demonstrating how first impressions significantly influence her judgments. Austen's use of free, indirect discourse allows readers to glimpse the inner thoughts of the characters, particularly Elizabeth. Her sharp observations and wit provide a lens through which the societal norms and character interactions are critiqued. Elizabeth's quick judgments and Darcy's apparent pride set the stage for the misunderstandings and character development that will unfold. This chapter also underscores the importance of social status and the accompanying prejudices. Mr. Bingley's sister's disdain for the Bennet family highlights the rigid class distinctions of the time. The Bennet family's lower status is a recurring obstacle, affecting how they are perceived by others and complicating potential marital prospects. In conclusion, Chapter 4 of Pride and Prejudice deepens the reader's understanding of the central characters and their relationships. The developing attraction between Jane and Mr. Bingley introduces a romantic subplot, while Elizabeth's growing prejudice against Mr. Darcy adds complexity to the narrative. Through sharp social commentary and character insights, Austen continues to explore themes of class, pride, and the impact of first impressions, setting the stage for the evolving interpersonal dynamics and societal critiques that drive the novel.